everyone, welcome to your monthly forecast for March 2018. During this month we have two important events which are very general and will affect all of us. And with these events I would like to start this forecast. So planet Jupiter in Scorpio will be retrograde from March 8th until July 10th. Now, if you are a little bit familiar with astrology, you know that planet Jupiter is planet which is a planet of our beliefs, yes? What we hold to be true for ourselves, what we believe is true. It's also a planet of that higher learning, higher education. It is also planet of your life philosophy. And it is also a planet of your plans, of your future plans. I also believe that planet Jupiter is more than that. Planet Jupiter is also a planet of your integrity, right? Because if you believe that about the law of cause and effect, you will try to do your best not to cheat, because you believe that eventually things will come back to you, right? One way or another. Okay, so this is planet Jupiter. Planet Jupiter in Scorpio itself is very intense energy, and you know that it's been quite some time since Jupiter is in Scorpio. Now things are shifting a little bit because Jupiter will be retrograde, and as I have said, it will be since March 8th. So we can basically say that since very beginning of March we will face some issues, or let's say things will be a little bit different when it comes to you, and as you approach life, as you approach your beliefs, things you believe is true, because that retrogradation of planet is illusion, right? It's not real, because no planet can just turn away and go backwards, but it's just optic illusion. But it is very much felt in your daily life. So maybe you will you will come to conclusion that something is different with your beliefs, and you may even become more introspective about your faith, about God, about things you believe, and eventually you may come to conclusions that there are some beliefs that are not serving to you anymore, right? Also, your plans can be shift during this period of time. Maybe you will say to yourself that this plan I wanted to create, or I wanted to pursue, it's not real me, it's not who I am. One note here, this is not the best time to pursue your plans or actions. When Jupiter is retrograde, it's much more about introspection, and I believe that Jupiter, when is in his retrograde phase, is much more introverted, I would say. So you can really redefine your plans, but not act upon them, right? Jupiter will be retrograde until July, but of course this is very general forecast, so much more depends on your personal chart. But on that very general level, I would definitely tell you, reconsider your plans. Yes, it is very natural that your plans are changing, that your plans are shifting, but don't act upon them yet, okay? Now, another thing or another event which will affect all of us in March is that Mercury will be retrograde again. Mercury will go retrograde from March 22 until April 15. Mercury is retrograde 3 times a year. And if you have Mercury retrograde in your natal chart or in your birth chart, then this effect of Mercury retrograde is even more, it will be really felt for you. Mercury is that our daily life. Mercury is that our daily communication. Mercury is how we do our speech. Mercury is that how we, feel important documents. Mercury is even your car. So these things will be affected in one way or another. People or even astrologers sometimes say that when Mercury is retrograde, things are almost mysteriously going wrong. Yes, you want to you want to be hired to one position, you are not successful. You want to attend some office, you are not successful. You can eventually pay a fee because you broke some rules. Yes, so these things which are not very very life changing, but can be disruptive in a way. I have in my natal chart Mercury retrograde, and when Mercury is retrograde on the sky, I can definitely feel it. Sometimes my computer is crashing when Mercury is retrograde, or I lose my data, yes, or my program is not working, yes. Mercury also affects your cell phone, okay? So these things can go wrong, and I would also suggest you not to conclude important contracts, not to step into that important contract simply because there can be a lot of misunderstandings, right? A lot of misleading, but this misleading will not be necessarily intentional, but it can definitely happen, okay? So just remember this date from March 22 until April 15th. I believe that if you don't have Mercury retrograde in your natal chart, it will not be so difficult for you, and you may not even feel this event. Okay? Continue this forecast, but I would like to do it a little bit different. Now I have my tarot cards with me, and I would like to pull one tarot card for you. But this tarot card will represent my answer to your question. Because if you have any specific question in your mind or in your life you are now dealing with, I will answer this question simply by pulling out this one card and tell you yes or no. This is actually linked to my services, because I can provide you with many services. One is, full or mini tarot reading, but also answering some specific questions, because I have noticed that sometimes this is what people want and need, and I am living example that this works. So if you have one question in your mind, just think about that question now, and I will pop up one card. Okay? So I have one. Okay, so this is major arcana card, it's Hermit. Well, this is a very deep and introspective card. This whole card is astrologically linked to zodiac sign of Scorpio, but I would like to keep it simple now, so I will answer that my answer to you would be no. Yes. There are some things you simply don't see, whatever the question might be, and that's why you need still be still, okay, and you need to not mentally think about that, but this is card which is very much withdrawn. Yes, that person is in his solitude, and maybe this is what you need in order to get the answer. Yes, but for now it would not be okay for you. Okay, so I'm done with this forecast for you. Thank you for watching it, and if this forecast resonates with you, you can subscribe to my channel. I wish you a very nice month.